This Sunday, pork vindaloo is on the menu. So on Friday, I'm out buying 2 kilos of good quality farm pork.
Hi, good morning. I want 2 kilos meat, a vindaloo cut. Yeah, so little bigger than normal, huh?
My preferred pork shop is Fernando's at Marga SPDA Market, South Goa. There are different ways to cook vindaloo. I like to cook this famous Goan marinated pork curry low and slow because the pork fat gets very beautifully cooked and translucent that way. Thus, I get the pork pieces cut a bit on the larger side. Since some of you have asked me where I buy my pork from, I thought I'll bring you all along with me to Fernando's. Now we have everything ready to make our pork. Here we have our 2 kilos of washed and dried farm pork, 4 sliced onions, a cup full of Goan coconut vinegar. After grinding the vindaloo masala in the vinegar, we will see if we need even more vinegar. Here we have 2 whole pods of garlic cleaned, an equal amount of ginger, about 5 inches, 3 sticks of tikki, cinnamon, 15 cloves, 1 teaspoon of whole peppercorns, 3 teaspoons of mustard seeds, 2 teaspoons of jeera. Jeera and mustard are very good friends of pork. 1.5 teaspoons of turmeric, 1 nice generous teaspoon of sugar, which is very important for bringing out the flavors of the vindaloo. I'm going to start with 2 teaspoons of salt for 2 kilos of pork. Finally, the ingredient that will give vindaloo its beautiful red color. 30 red Bedgi chillies. You can also use Kashmiri chillies. Here's a recap of our pork vindaloo ingredients after adjusting for sugar and salt at the end. Now we will prepare the pork and onions for the marination stage of our pork vindaloo. We're going to start by washing our pork in vinegar water. 1 part vinegar to 3 parts water. After washing the pork pieces, Maria is carefully patting them dry. We don't want water in our vindaloo, only vinegar. At this stage, we can also trim the pork pieces further wherever required. Dolly loves pork vindaloo cooking day. She likes to clean up any trimmings which fall on the floor. At the same time, she supervises to make sure that we are putting the correct balance of vinegar, spices and seasoning. Maria crushes the onions slightly to separate them. Many add the onions at the cooking stage, while some, like me, add them at the marination stage. We are going to deseed 15 of these so that we get the heat from half and the beautiful red color from the other half. Because it is monsoon time, we are going to toast our red chillies and mustard on a low flame so that they grind properly in the marinade. This is the last step before we grind our marinade, that is our vindaloo masala. A couple of minutes is enough to dry out the chillies and mustard. Now that our whole spices are toasted, we are ready to start making our marinade. In goes our ginger, then our garlic, jeera, turmeric, sugar, salt. If we put the salt and sugar in the marinade, it will spread well in the pork. And finally, our chillies and mustard. We will grind all this in approximately half a cup of vinegar, more or less as needed. After a minute or so, let's check the texture to see whether we need to adjust vinegar. We'll also check the color to see if we need to adjust chillies. Oh, look at that beautiful red color. This is the typical red Vindaloo color. We are going to add a little more vinegar and grind it even more fine. In all, we used half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of vinegar to grind the marinade smooth. We will add a couple more tablespoons of vinegar during cooking. We've got our pork, onions and beautiful Vindaloo marinade ready, and we're going to marinate it in this Ziploc bag and you'll see why. Now that our marinade is done, about 75% of the effort to make Goan Pork Vindaloo is done. Marinating the pork in a ziploc like this makes it easier to massage the masala into the pork and to move the pieces around to ensure even coating. I don't touch the pork at all once it's cleaned, dried and marinated. I just move the pieces around by massaging the bag. The salt, sugar, masala has gone all over our pork. Now over the next 48 hours, we are going to marinate this pork. And every 4-5 hours, whenever I go to the kitchen, I'll take it out of the fridge, massage it some more, make sure the masala moves into other places. You can marinate pork for Vindaloo for 24 hours or just overnight also, if time on hand is less. Our pork is well and truly marinated now, and we're going to cook it. So for that, we're going to light our flame very low in a big heavy vessel. The flame has to be on minimum. This will get the pork fat to start melting and the Vindaloo will cook in its own juices. Look at that beautiful red color. Gosh. The aroma of the masala itself is so wonderful. We just arrange these nice big chunks of pork in the pan and we're going to close it and cover it, and pretty soon those delicious pork juices are going to come out. Now we leave it and don't think about it even for the next half an hour. Then we'll come, give it a stir, add a dash of vinegar, and that's how we will cook our Vindaloo over the next hour and a half. After half an hour, I'm going to stir it. See how the pork juices have started coming out? I'm going to give it a nice stir now and then cover it again. Now, a little tablespoonful of vinegar. Now we cover it and cook it again. We'll come back again about half an hour, 40 minutes and take a look. Okay, after about another 40 minutes, let's take another look. Oh wow. The fat of the pork is getting the cooked look. Wow. Look at the amount of juice that has come out of the pork meat. Vindaloo is literally pork stewed in its own juice. Nice aroma too. Let me take a look at the meat in terms of doneness. Still a little while to go. At this point, I would say we are a little more than halfway. We'll come back after another half an hour and check. Now we're going to take another look at our Vindaloo. It's been cooking for about an hour and 15 minutes in total so far. Oh wow. Fat is rendered. So much gravy is there. Now we will have to test one piece of the meat to see how done it is. Oh yeah. See how easily just with a fork one cuts it. Now let me make foo and taste it. This way I check its doneness and if it's need more salt. It's absolutely done, but I'm going to add a touch of salt and a little touch of sugar. Just a touch of salt. Same amount of sugar. Our vindaloo is done and ready to eat. Wow. So it took us about an hour and 20 minutes on slow heat to cook this 2 kilos of pork. Here's our pork vindaloo, ready to eat with pulao rice and salad. Take nice big fat pieces of pork, huh? I made him cut it big.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, guys. Come.
It's very good.
Thank you.